state, this is my team. You know what that means. This is for the black and blue that I bleed. This is for the chance to bring home that ring. But everybody gonna doubt this. So far there ain't been another way around it. We bring heat to the game each week. They just say we ain't got what it takes. We ain't bout it. Well, y'all can just keep saying that we ain't gonna make it. But at the end of the day, this will be the Panthers nation. You know, this ain't a game to us major players at every angle that you can think of. That's why you hate us. Get out the way of greatness. You can look at our faces and see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to create this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you can save it. Cause even on the darkest of days, you know we're always gonna find a way to
keep pounding, keep pounding, keep pounding, keep pounding, keep pounding, keep pounding.
Keep it quilted means you.
What's up, Keep Pounding crew? We are live, and this is in Monster Subs and Grubs in Spartanburg, South Carolina, for day 7 of training camp. I never get tired of playing that clip. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that bell, select all, leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. And don't forget to check out the Facebook group page, Keep Pounding in all caps, for in-game posts, polls, opinions, and reactions to NFL news, as well as scheduling for the channel. And also the Yahoo Sports Fantasy Football League. We have 4 spots left, ladies and gentlemen. Jump on them. Jump on them quick, because they will be gone by the end of training camp. We are closing registration then. So for those that are not familiar with that, it is the 1 quarter. If you want to get on that, it is free. Completely free, ladies and gentlemen. We got about 30 minutes on YouTube because of the free Wi-Fi, so we're going to try to use it up as best we can. I got Blitzball with me here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Blitzball champ Jason back yet again on Keep Pounding on YouTube.
This is the first time we've actually done this in a restaurant, so I'm so excited. And the owner here is a Panthers fan and loves the C3 podcast. They did a stream on Thursday last week. So we are now the second one that has done this now. And
had a delicious New Yorker sandwich while I've been here. They have amazing sandwiches. So if you're ever in the area, you know, in outer town like me, definitely stop by and get yourself a delicious sandwich, hot or cold. Enjoy it.
Monster Sub and Grub, Spartanburg, South Carolina. I got myself a club sandwich and some chips and of course a soda. I'm going to be enjoying that in a few minutes, but I just want you guys to see this sandwich before we get started, man, because it is delicious looking. Oh man.
I would do the same, but it's kind of in my belly, so that's not
Fair enough. Fair enough. Here's the club sandwich. Of course, they have so many options here that you can check out. Absolutely fantastic. It's got a bunch of stuff in there. Mayonnaise, turkey, bacon, you know, and their own different little spices that they put in there. So, you know, if this entices you, it's about $9 for a half a sub. Go check it out. You know, shout out to David Scrooge, shout out to Broski Bear. How you guys doing in chat? Blitz and Keep, let's go. Broski Bear, never caught your name. What up? Oh, you're that Spartanburg. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say that word on stream, but hey, fair enough. We're trying to keep it clean, it's family friendly around here. But being that this is Blitzball's first training camp experience.
Yes, that's correct.
Walk us through how that felt, you know, what you saw, what you heard, what you smelled, you know, everything. in detail, because there's a lot of people that can't come out to Spartanburg to live in different.
I was out in the parking lot waiting, and he's like, dude,
Days like this when it's hot and humid, main thing, stay hydrated.
He was like, he's the same dude.
Feeling very comfortable. Actually sat on the grass. We had a good view overall. And it was pretty comfortable. It was just, if you can withstand the heat and the humidity, then that's pretty much the toughest part.
We were trapped in the elevator with him, too.
I did park kind of a good ways away from it, but got some good exercise. I definitely lost weight today, for sure. But definitely being out there, seeing a lot going on. Individual drills, team drills, position drills, 11 on 11s. We saw a lot of 11 on 11s on many different sides of the field. I mean, middle, up opposite end, red zone. There's word is he's ahead of schedule on his rehab, so that is a really good sign. And luckily, of course, with the help of Corey, was able to get all-star punter number 10, Johnny Hecker, to come through, and he stuck around, signed tons and tons of autographs, and I was able to not only get an autograph, but to get a selfie with him, and he was really, really cool. Really cool. Very cool. Very nice guy. So
Yeah, very humble guy.
That was quite an awesome experience. Definitely, if you can make the trip, definitely check it out. Tickets usually free. Just have to,
Go through Ticketmaster to do that. Yeah, free tickets.
Yeah, free tickets. So I think if you've never been to one before, definitely check it out. It's worth it. If you can beat through dealing with the heat and come prepared, hydrated, that sort of thing, it's a really nice experience.
I think with that heat, the heat index today was ridiculous.
Yes.
That was one of the worst ones I've ever experienced, actually.
Really? You've been to a handful of these.
Yeah, and I think the highest temperature they've ever gotten to is like 98, with a huge humidity of like over 100. And these players are really tested in that heat.
Oh, indeed.
Did you tell him yesterday about the detour and stuff?
But it does give it an advantage at the same time, because there are a lot of those dome teams that don't practice in that heat, and when they come down south to Charlotte, it's like, oh, now you have to deal with that temperature, and it's like in September.
It's an extra sense of preparation.
Yeah. And they practice out in the rain as well, which gives us an advantage there too. So, yeah.
This was actually my first time in a very long time. Because last time I was in South Carolina, I was a kid.
I didn't even realize he had the
This
GPS on down
was
here.
kind of surreal for me, so it's good to be back in the area.
Yeah, so I kind of had that same experience with Johnny Hecker as well. And, I told him about the channel, and, he was such a humble and kind gentleman, and, I just love him.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of those people you could just take to lunch and have a nice little conversation while you're eating one of these sandwiches from Monster Sub and Grub.
Indeed. And of course, he was kind of trolling just a little bit. He looked like he was going to leave us behind, but then he came back. So, funny guy as well. But yes, very humble. And like I said, one of the best punters in the league. So,
and this place is really amazing because they've got all kinds of awesome stuff in here. I saw a helmet signed by the 2012 players, over there.
nice.
There's a little Jake Del Home statue as well, figurine.
Oh, wow. Dang, that's taking it way back. That's what's up, though.
And it reminded me of when they put out those Coke, those Pepsi cans with the old logo on them. Yeah, you remember those?
I do remember those.
I managed to get a 6-pack of those. Yeah, and I've still got them sitting in my room.
Yeah,
On a shelf, so.
Definitely.
Very cool. I was part of Krispy Kreme when they were doing the whole campaign. Yeah. So I've got a couple of those cups from 2016. Yeah, those were really cool. Thomas Davis. I know they did a Luke Kuechly one as well.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So those are floating around there somewhere.
I can't imagine. I mean, us going 15-1, that's a lot of donuts.
Oh, you're in Spartanburg. Yes, we are. Spartanburg, South Carolina. We are actually live in Spartanburg.
And the drive wasn't too bad. You
Yeah.
know, from Wake Forest, North Carolina, about 3 hours and like 50 minutes, and traffic wasn't that bad. So it was it was a pretty easy drive.
They finally fixed the construction on 85 between Gaffney and Spartanburg. It used to be a major problem, and it slowed everybody down, whether you're going up north to glad the trip was safe for you and
Absolutely.
and everything worked out well. So let's get into this content a little bit. They put the practice over on the third field again.
Yeah.
They're trying to make sure people don't get good content, with the big crowd and everything. Video content, because they're trying to prevent people from videoing and everything. So, it's more of the same. I feel like they weren't really harassing people. Did you notice anybody getting harassed?
I didn't see anybody.
Yeah, not today, but the second I mentioned that, watch them come after these people. So, because I've taken videos of certain drills that they do, and I break them down, on stream, and I talk about how these drills are used, what their practical use is, why they do what they do, and how that applies to regular season games.
Right.
So that's what I was doing 2 years ago, but I think the COVID restrictions kind of really kicked in and just messed everything up.
It definitely, I would imagine, kind of threw a wrench in the system. So.
Yeah, and that was really a concern because, they had games that didn't have people in the stands. They had, they cut off autographs down there at training camp, during that time period.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was yikes.
So
Yeah.
they were very strict then.
So, you're seeing the tail end of those restrictions, really. But, people have not forgotten, how frustrating that time period was. Especially if you're a content creator.
Yeah.
Because those restrictions are still kind of in place.
Yeah, which was very annoying, but understandable.
Yeah.
Just annoying.
I've found a way around it by taking notes, so,
Yeah.
I'm still doing what I'm doing. So, let's start with Andy Dalton.
Oh, Lord.
What's your take on Andy today?
Andy, I mean, he had a good couple of, now in the open drills, like open player drills, he looked pretty solid, but then again, that's with little to no pressure. Mm-hmm. Now, during the 11-on-11s, I mean, he would be hot, then he would be cold. Then he would be hot, then he would be cold.
Yeah.
A lot of checkdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, he may have thrown like a few medium passes. He had a really decent deep ball. Just it was a little bit overthrown. I still think the receiver could have gotten it, but just barely.
Yeah.
Like when it comes down to it, he can have pretty good ball placement. It's just he's got to do better at handling pressure and not like always kind of preemptively go to the check down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, it prevents him from getting sacked, but at the same time, like, at what point are you progressing down the field if you're constantly checking it down? It's more of Teddy Bridgewater, and you don't want more of Teddy Bridgewater. We saw how that worked out.
Yeah, you don't want to get into a habit of your check downs being your 100% safety blanket, and I feel like we did a lot of that when we had Christian McCaffrey, you know. And while I'm all for our running back core, you know, especially the combo that we have, you know, Andy Dalton, he's got to do a little bit better under pressure. But at the same time, I do have hope, being that he is a veteran that has had some success on multiple occasions, being 3 Pro Bowls, playoff experience.
Right.
I still think he has a good amount to bring to this team, especially as the veteran quarterback.
Right.
I don't know. It's just right now we're just not seeing the fullness of it.
Right.
But maybe come this first preseason game. I mean, I don't know how many reps he's going to have this preseason game. I know there's going to be a lot of spotlight on Matt Corral. Maybe they throw Jake Luton in there, but
I still have yet to see it out there, like several days, and I still have yet to see any reps being given to him yet. So I'm thinking practice squad for him.
most likely.
That's if he still stays on.
Yeah.
Because you always want to have that fourth quarterback.
Yeah, because you never know. You never know.
Andy has always been kind of that big brother figure, you know, in the locker room, to me. Like, you know, you could come up and ask him questions. You could, you know, have a casual conversation with him. And he's just such a nice guy, man. And I love Andy. I just hope this works out for him.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everything I say on stream, I would love to actually say, you know, to the players too, you know.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, I don't censor anything. So,
now, something I wanted to mention.
So I printed it last night.
Bryce Young
and I was like, well, now since
had
you're
some
here,
frustrations today.
him signing your photo
And
for me.
looking back at some postings, Coach Frank Wright, you know, definitely believe the defense overall won today. Not saying that that's totally bad, because I mean, you know, it's good to see the defense show up, show out, make plays, get stops, things like that.
yeah.
But what I really appreciate about this is Coach Wright and Bryce Young's understanding of the situation, and you know, we got to be better.
Yeah.
We got to be better, and it's not just singling out one person; it's collectively. You know, so. And like I said,
This is delicious.
start.
Absolutely.
This is his guy. So
Yeah.
he has a lot to be able to establish from the ground up. You know, he didn't really get a chance to do that
Yeah, you see what
with
I mean?
Indianapolis.
Did him
So
a little dirty on the nine.
I think ultimately we're going to be fine.
Exactly.
And, you know, they're getting these things out of the way now.
Right.
But, yeah, defense won today. Defense definitely won today.
Yeah.
I'll still be super happy.
And it's been back and forth with the D-line and O-line. You noticed the good, healthy balance today.
Yeah.
So what you're looking for is, you know, on the running plays, every once in a while the defense will come up and make a stop.
Right.
But at the same time, are so awesome.
He had a beeline to Bryce Young. But
Yes,
the
he
thing
did.
is, you know, Bryce does have a quick release and is able to get the ball out.
Yeah.
But if it was just a little bit more, that's a sack.
Yep.
From Barney.
Yep.
So keep an eye on Amari Barney. He's been getting a lot of reps. I think he's going to pan out really well.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to point out was that corner. What's his name? Herb Miller.
Herb Miller, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that saved this man from getting cut is the fact that he got one pass deflection at FanFest and then two yesterday.
So this is stronger.
Otherwise, when we brought in that new corner from the Eagles, it would have been him. I feel like it would have been him had he not gotten those pass deflections, because he was not really doing that much. He was struggling on the one-on-ones.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, much love to Herb, man. I hope he finds a way to keep that rolling. And I love the Cinderella's stories like that, you know, where these players just step up when they're on the bubble, and they just light a when they're on the bubble, and
Right.
they just light a fire within themselves and get out of the bubble, and they get out of trouble, you know?
Absolutely. And I definitely feel like, you know, there will be those that will emerge out of that. At least I'm very hopeful.
Right.
Austin Corbett was out there. He got to, sign some autographs.
Right.
And he's ahead of schedule. I mean, after all, he's back to running. He's cleared to run.
I gave the first one.
I'd say personally,
And I was next to you.
I'd give it about week 3 or
And then
4.
even Ryan, he seen the photo.
Yeah.
I think he'll be ready.
What does that mean for Cade Mays, who's trying to battle for that spot? That's a good question.
It's
Right?
gonna really have to take it up a notch, because here's the thing. Unfortunately, today's practice, a handful of false starts, and certain players that were highlighted, Cade Mays, Ike Ekwonu, and Michael Jordan, which we already
Michael
know.
Jordan doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. So a little bit to clean up there
Yeah.
on the false starts. We don't want to get too
I
many.
thought Icky was one of them. I actually called him out because I saw that left side. It was either him or Brady Christensen. I knew it had to be one of the two over there. And the thing is, Brady Christensen's been known for the holding calls during the regular season. So that's why I thought, okay, maybe he's not, getting in rhythm here with the pressure. But no, Brady Christensen did fine.
Right. Yeah, he was pretty good today.
And Icky's the one that's been known for the false starts.
Yeah. But the good thing with Icky is he's lining up against, the ones.